You, as a financial planner, specialize in the needs of Black women. Why and how did you decide that?
I actually came to that conclusion after the election prior to this last one. So when President Trump was elected, it really became clear to me that there needed to be a focus on African American women. And the reason why I focus on African American women is because I feel like they are such a powerful force, and if they had the financial resources, they would be a really great impact to their communities and their families.
Okay, so what are some, I've done stories about some of the issues that face unique issues that face Black women. Like when there's a caregiving situations, they're most likely to be the ones giving care. And so, what are some of those things that Black women, some of those issues that Black women face that having a financial planner can actually help with?
Having a financial planner really helps with having someone to bounce ideas off of and to help them process the different nuances of what's going on in their life. So if it's determining what they need to do for their families, we're able to, pigeon-point key things that can help them with what's the best choices they can make. And what I mean by that is just thinking about pockets of money. Where are they going to pull money from to support whatever goal that they have, whether that is trying to support family or that is actually changing careers, because a lot of women, African American women, are deciding to leave corporate America and pursue their own businesses. And so in doing so, you got to have a plan around that. And so I feel like my role is a support role. And as a support, I'm to ask questions. And then I am to tie whatever that goal is to the finances that they have in place.
Okay, so you get a new client, any client, okay? They come to you, they found you one way or another, sit down. What's the first things you do or you have them do to sort of figure out, how to come up with a plan for them?
Well, initially, when I'm meeting with clients, we have an exploratory meeting so I can get an idea of what their high-level goals are. If they decide to move forward and we actually have a strategy session, because that's what I call my meetings, they're strategy sessions. I have them complete some homework assignments. So there's some questions that they have to complete because I need to know what's important to them. I can't come up with a plan without knowing what's important to them. So that, in them responding to those questions, then I see the key things that are important to them. So you'll start seeing some redundancy sometimes, especially from the exploratory meeting to the financial strategy session. And then that's where I key in on when I'm asking them questions and expounding on, okay, explain why this is important to you, or explain why you feel you're lacking in this area. And that could stem from their experiences with money. So I like to understand the history around the decision making.
Give me some of the questions.
Oh, okay. So some of the questions that I may ask is, how has your family impacted your money decisions? Has anything affected your money decisions within the last 5 years? So it could be you went through a divorce, your children actually went to college, you lost a parent, you switched jobs, so understanding that. And then also asking them about the money, like, well, how much money do you have? And what can come out of that is either they feel confident about where they are or they feel, I could have done better.
And which one is generally the case?
A lot of times women feel like they could have done better. They could have made better decisions, and they wish that they had talked to someone earlier.
Okay. Now, so are women in general more conservative investors than men?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I think each person is different.
Okay.
So I have met women that are quite aggressive, especially in their retirement account. And then I've met some that, because of 2008 that became really conservative. So that's why I say I look at myself as the support to them and to encourage them and push them in areas where I feel like they need to be strengthened when it comes to their finances.
Okay, so what do you put into, okay, so after you go through those questions, do you do a written financial plan? What is the next step in the process?
Yes, doing a written financial plan is key with a summary, because a lot of times when people get, 40-some pages, that can be overwhelming. And so providing a summary in front of that plan just to highlight the key points is key, and also letting them know that you're still here. It's not that, you give them the plan and you walk away, but here, the plan is the guide, and we walk through the plan in a piecemeal situation where we're breaking it up into pieces so that it doesn't overwhelm people.
Okay, so tell me what kind of pieces. I mean, so if they come and you present them with the plan, what does the plan do? What does the plan say? And how long does
the process take?
Yeah, the process, and then how the plan is good until what, the next meeting, the next year?
Okay.
Some of that, yes.
So different components of a financial plan. It could be looking at your benefits package at work. I actually like to start off with talking about salary, because I think that that's a key component. So understanding where they are from an income perspective, what benefits they have, also looking at the insurances that are in place, and then talking about their portfolio and the choices that they've made, looking at their estate plan. All of those things are key components to the whole picture of the financial plan.
Okay, so where is an estate plan usually something that they've done already, or is that something that you say, you really need to do this?
I generally am encouraging people to do that.
Okay.
Because a lot of times they're focusing on certain aspects of their life, and they may not think about the estate planning piece and how important that is to leaving a legacy, to protecting their children. So I definitely bring that up in the conversation, but I let them know that I am not the one to draft that, but I will work with them and an estate attorney to help them with that.
Okay, so what other things are generally missing that you suggested they add to this financial plan?
A lot of times with women, I go back to what their income is, because women tend to not negotiate around their salaries. And my focus is women over 40 and the Gen X generation, or Generation X. And so a lot of them are beginning to turn 50. And looking at, okay, you've worked in the workforce for so many years, you have an expertise. Why aren't you asking for the income to support that? Because having the income allows you to then be able to put a specific amount aside that I may be recommending for their future. Maybe put money aside to get the insurances that they need. But it starts, to me, when I look at it, it starts with your income package and your benefits package.
Okay, and if a 401k or 403b is part of that, is that part of what you review?
Mm-hmm,
okay.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking at, definitely looking at the 401k, 457, TSP, any of those things that are part of their benefits package, but the benefits package that they can obtain, depending on what level they are, can include more than just that. It can include not having to pay for a car payment because they may get a car allowance. Also looking at being able to take more time off because they ask for it. Also, equity. And a lot of times, equity is left off the table. So if you're working for a Fortune 500 company and you are a mid-level to senior level executive, then equity should be part of that conversation that you're asking for and requesting, because that can definitely change your wealth situation.